Hi, this is Bonnie. With all the interest in felting lately, I thought I would make a video or a series of videos showing how to felt. And the first one here is going to be on different materials and supplies you'll need. Here I have some different felted bars. You see these are felting needles. Okay, and it's kind of hard to find needles, but I have found them, oh, sorry about the glare, at Living Felt. You'll find everything you need there at livingfelt.com. You'll find these little leather fingers that you slide over your fingers so that when you're felting you don't stab yourself, because that hurts a lot. I find that these multi-needles, they're not really good for doing soaps because they can break. See, this one is broken there, and that would be horrible to be lost in a bar of soap. So that's a big safety aspect. You don't want to stab the soap, by the way. You're just agitating the wool, and we're going to talk about that. A washboard is a great agitator. That's how they felted in the old days, so it still works. I have a variety of different fibers, and I'm going to show you. This is some hand spun wool that I actually won from a Facebook page, but as you can see, it's got all kinds of pretty colors and some different sparkles in it. And anything that's 100% wool you can use. I use this not to felt the entire bar, but to do little designs. Like this is a design, this little swirl. You could use a piece of yarn for that if it's all wool. With the different fibers you want to use, I recommend for beginners that you start with something that's not dyed. So I have some here. You'll see this I actually got from a yarn store. They sell fiber because women, they spin it into yarn. So this kind of fiber is not roving wool. I would actually card this with a carder. And you can look up carding wool on YouTube, and you can pick it up pretty fast by watching just a video. This here is some wool mixed with alpaca, and I've carded a little here to show you how it fluffs up into the roving. You can buy, oh, I'm getting off track, sorry. This is undyed, just white fiber. It doesn't need to be carded. As you can see, it's very fluffy, very light. And I'll show you, this bar here is actually this fiber. And because it's, I say start with something that's not dyed, it seems to felt easier, especially for a beginner. The fiber feels different once it's been added, once some color's been added. This is also a roving. I bought this in a huge ball, and this is all I have left now. But this, again, is roving. It's ready to be used. You can tell by the fluffiness. Where this is like super packed, kind of tight and hard, that would need to be carded. When you buy wool from like Living Felt, you buy bats of roving like this, and you can get every color. And it's ready to go. It's nice and fluffy. There's different kinds. This is a Merino mix. I find the Merino, this is Merino here. I think I'm saying that right, honestly, I'm not sure. But it's very soft. And for beginners, it's a little silky, but it really feels great on your skin. This here was made with this fiber, and you can tell it's a nice, thick, soft bar. Alright. Like this here, this pink, this you would want to card as well a little bit. and some different kind of odd fibers I have here to show you. This is some Angora. This you would card as well. It's super fluffy and super soft. This here is Angora too. And I'll show you when I incorporate the Angora into the bar of soap, I layer it with the wool. So that helps felt it down better because it's so extremely soft and fluffy. But this is the Angora. The light green is this here. Alright, this here is some Alpaca. You can see this needs to be carded. But when you buy it like this, you can get quite a big discount compared to what you pay for luxurious dyed little bats. I probably paid less for this than I paid for a whole bag of the little things. But it does have to be carded first, which isn't difficult, especially if you're just doing enough to felt a bar soap. This here in the back, this is what they call silk hankies. And I don't know, there's probably at least 10 in here. And I'll incorporate this with the wool too, just kind of mix it in so the wool helps to felt it down, but it gives it a different look and it makes it silky. It's really a different feel. Just to show you some others, this is a mix of these two. This pink wool and this purpley Angora. And you see, it just gives it a different texture. Back to other tools you can use. Cookie cutters. I don't have any soaps with cookie cutters, but you can see on this hat, I did that star with this star cookie cutter. This here, you can get one of these at Living Felt too. It's kind of nice because you can have it on your lap while you're working on your soaps, and it gives it some room, some sponginess to your shock absorber while you're working. Alright, well, I hope this was informative. My next video will actually start felting a bar of soap, okay? This is my first video ever, so be kind. And I look forward to talking to you guys later.